Hello! Today starts the third week in our Advent series. You're going to look for your green packet, and I want to show you one of the crafts that go with it. So you're going to want your glass jar and this little bag of funny looking things. I'll explain those in a minute. Our verse to start today off is in the Psalms. Week 3 is the shepherd's candle. King David was a shepherd. He spent a lot of time outside God's nature. He spent a lot of beautiful praises to God, but he also realized when he was in danger and when God saved him from that danger, whether it was when he was a kid and watching his family's sheep, or whether when he was running for his life from King Saul. So, our verse is Psalms 18:28, and I have this picture here. I did that collage with tissue paper. You, Lord, keep my lamp burning. My God turns darkness into light. Psalms 18:28. But I wanted to do a little bit more. I wanted to show that darkness turning into light with God being our fuel, our energy. So I also wrote one of the verses above that one. Psalm 18, verse 12. Out of the brightness of his presence, clouds advanced with hailstones and bolts of lightning. The Lord thundered from heaven. So it shows one of his, not darker side, but it shows in this, David was talking about a battle and how God totally stomped all his enemies. And God is a God of justice, and he does get angry. But he is our source of life. He's our fuel. He keeps our lamps lit. And this is a different kind of lamp. I cut that out from the introduction paper there. They're your packets. If you want to use the pictures in your journaling, go for it. If you want to color them, awesome. But I want to show you a real live candle like that. They didn't have the beeswax candles that we have. I mean, they existed a little bit, but they weren't very common. What they would use would be a clay bowl with a wick, a piece of rope sticking out of the second hole. And inside the reservoir, they would pour oil, usually olive oil. They had lots of olive trees. I have normal vegetable oil, and that's fine. Whatever kind of oil you have and use for it, spilled a little bit, will be just fine. All right, wipe that up. We're going to light it. Because what's the fun of having a candle if you can't light it? Maybe, there we go. We'll see. Okay, we'll put that to the side. Clean up some of the stuff that I spilled there. Very oily. Okay, the craft. You're going to want some glue. This is the same way that I made my collage. I used Mod Podge, but normal glue works just fine. You get a little bit of the glue. You put it on the jar or on the paper if you're doing it directly for a collage. You get one of the colors that you like. Do a pink circle there. Stick it on there, and then you want to push it down with more glue on the top layer, okay? Repeat that process as many times as you want. I have another one here that I did, and I cut the tissue into shapes of leaves, and then I used a wax candle for this one, but you could do the same thing. So we're going to pretend that this is done because I want to show you how these work. So we're going to open this up. Whoop. My lamp went out. Inside here, this table's so oily now. That was not a good idea. We'll just stomp that out so it doesn't make more smoke. Wipe up some of that oil. Our little round discs. Part of them have that silver coating. The other half is corkboard. These are going to float. You also have little sticks. These are actually bits of yarn, string, that are coated in wax, and you're going to poke them into the hole, okay? Kind of until it's like in the middle there. Next, what you're gonna do is put some water into your jar, and then again, fire doesn't do well in water. So you're going to pour some oil on top of that. And the oil will float. It'll come up to the top there. You can kind of see. Put the brown side, the cork side, down so that the silver bit, the reflective bit, is on top. Okay, and you can kind of see the stick there in the oil and the top part floating. Then you get to light it on fire. You might want a parent to help with this, either the pouring or the lighting. And there we have it. You have a modern day oil lamp or a floating candle, okay? As you go through this week, remember God will always fill you when you need His love and His strength. He is all for you, and He loves you so much. Have fun. I want to see pictures of your candles. I want to see how they turn out, okay? I love you, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.